Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I think it's Friday. Yeah, Friday. Um, I just got done playing pickleball, which is where I spend a heck of a lot of time my days because I love it so much. Anyway, I was just talking to a couple people about, somebody brought up that there's a homeless guy that lives in this little spot, and they just shut the doors on him, I guess, so he can't really make it in there. And just talking about like it's so crazy, to be in the spot that I am today, and I got to pinch myself sometimes that basically all all summer long, I really did not do probably more than like maybe 40 hours worth of actual work. And that's probably not optimal, but the fact that I can do that and still be in a great financial position um, is a amazing blessing. I've never been here before in my life, up until the last couple of years, and then having the perspective now of literally, sleeping in spots like this. I mean, I spent the night in a freaking porta potty before because it was so windy and freezing. Um, Going from that, eating jail food or getting my food out of the Papa, not or the Little Caesars dumpster. They'll throw away the hot and ready. It was not hot anymore, but it was ready. They throw like 14 pizzas in there, and I go back to they're all still in the boxes and stuff, so it wasn't terribly unsanitary. But I go back to the trap house and be a little hero. They'd make fun of me at first, but then all those pizzas would get eaten anyway. So going from that to the current goings on, and I don't say this to be like braggadocious or whatever. I just say this to try to impart that things to people that are having a hard time in life and feel like they're stuck in a hole. I thought I was never going to get out of the hole that I had dug for myself, mentally, physically, legally, biologically, everything. And to be in a position now where I can make a little video talking about how good life is. It has its challenges. I still struggle with feeling low and, being anxious about this, that, or the other thing. But, the degree, my quality of life is so incredibly improved from where it has been my entire life. And I have to attribute a huge portion of it, really, baby steps. Just baby steps. Progress, not perfection, and not using little, let's say, failures, shortcomings to legitimize further shortcomings. Oh, I screwed up a little bit, might as well screw up all the way, kind of thing. And that happens a lot of times, I think, to people where if it's not 100% perfect, they feel like it's a license to kind of fall deeper in the wrong direction. And I would encourage everybody who is in a spot that feels like things are never going to change or whatever, just to take those initial small steps in the right direction. Getting out into nature, getting that sun on your body. I'm not trying to show off my body. I really am just doing this to. In fact, I'm a little embarrassed because I've been slacking pretty hardcore. I've been eating pretty indiscriminately and this and that, but still relatively well, much better than how I used to eat at least. But progress, not perfection. Getting the body moving on a daily basis. Staying away from poison in our clothing. What is your clothes made out of? Is it derived from petroleum products, and you sweat and the sun beats down on it and it releases all this stuff into your body that are estrogen promoting chemicals coming from the plastics that we eat out of. The non-organic produce has got this stuff called, I think, astrazine, which in 200 parts per per million or whatever, it has the ability to change a male frog, to turn into a female frog. 200 parts per million, or something along those lines. I know it's 200 parts per, I think it's per million. Anyway, and do you know how much is allowed in our drinking water? 3,000 parts per million. Okay, so clean water, just staying away from the toxins, the products that we put on our body. A ton of them, they're not helping, because they say it's like mentally and physically. Really, it's completely intertwined. All of our mental stuff runs on physical rails, and if we're actively allowing toxins and poisons into our body through our food, our products, our clothing, and the kind of content that we consume as well, can be incredibly toxic. And people and thoughts, like all of these things, to get a hold of these things and make those small tweaks. Eating whole foods, it's not hard. It really is not hard. It seems like a daunting task or whatever to change everything up, but just change little by little. The biggest thing is to stay away from just processed foods with like vegetable oils. You see sunflower, safflower, all of that stuff. That's like the main contributor to poor health in this country. It's not sugar. It is those oils that make it so our bodies can't process sugar properly. Sugar is actually what our body runs on. So that's kind of new to me. Anyway, so there's that. And then having a compelling future, working hard towards something. It's just like everything else in my life. I have to put in the work on a daily basis to make my day good. I can't just expect things to be good. Just like you do in any project in the world, if you don't put in any effort, it's not probably going to turn out very well. And the same thing is with my life, that I've found. I was doing a thing that I say to myself that I'd fly by the seat of my pants to destiny, like just letting my destiny fall in the hands of fate, and hoping and kind of trusting that things would work out in the way that it's better to have a plan. Okay, in fact, it's better to adopt a plan from somebody who has more experience and is in a better spot than yourself. That's been my main secret sauce. Is literally, I'm not an expert at this stuff, but I do have a YouTube Premium account, okay, which makes me basically an expert at everything. It's not me, but I have access to this best and smartest minds in the world. And then all I do is I watch and listen to these people who are successful, and then I copy what they lay it out, and I do it. And if it doesn't work, I try it again. I try it until all of a sudden, like, ooh, wow, and it actually, my way is not the best way. Very much so. I'll do some stuff, and then I start to think like, ooh, I'm super clever at some point. Like, oh, I've got this together. And then the universe always shows me very clearly, no, you're not. When I do something incredibly ill-advised, and that still goes on, but to embrace your humanity, because we're so not perfect. We're not supposed to be perfect. That's what makes this stuff interesting, because if everything that we did was just successful, it would be like turning on a light switch, and there's nothing exciting about turning on a light switch because it works every time. The fact that we do fail, and success is built on failure. It is built on screwing up and messing up and putting yourself out there and looking stupid and all of this stuff. That is what success is built upon. All of this piles of failure, and so I'm building up hopefully for some success, because I've got a shitload of failure that I've experienced in my life. So anyway, I just wanted to say hi. Hope everybody's doing well. I guess the biggest thing, the baby steps, staying away from the toxins, getting out into nature, being a friend to yourself, watching those thoughts. I do it by repetition, just by simply repeating the things. Today is going to be an amazing day. The best in my life is yet to come. I'm strong, I'm smart, blah blah blah, all of this stuff, and I brainwash the crap out of myself on a daily basis because it's so easy to be brainwashed in negative ways by society and our early childhood experiences and all that. And the wonderful part is we can change it. It is malleable, this stuff. We get to choose what we believe. And we, just by repetition, just like safe and effective. And everyone's like, oh, safe and effective. You can do that to yourself by saying, today is going to be an amazing day. My challenges are my championships. My obstacles are my opportunities. Problems are my propellers. I love my problems because it gives me a chance to be a hero because I'm an amazing problem solver. I love hard work. Okay, that's a good one because I know hard work is gonna be good for my life. So if it's something that it's gonna be happening every day, you know you're gonna have problems. I know I'm gonna have problems. So rather than saying I hate it when this happens, or blah blah blah, you know, reinforcing that, making it actually a bigger thing that it needs to be in my own head. I say I love it. No, I stop and say I love it. I love it. Thank you, God, for the opportunity to overcome and be a hero and make myself proud. Anyway, little baby steps. Love you guys. Have a beautiful day. All right.